Chairman, I am honored to be among this distinguished panel of scientists. I personally am not a scientist. I am an educator. So let me start by giving just less than a minute of background. I chair the global leader in intellectual property protection. We are the #1 intellectual property provider for protection globally, with 110 offices all the world, including Moscow. I'm also the chair of the Arab Research and Education Network, and in this capacity, which is an organization under the League of Arab States, so I'm talking as a Jordanian and as a representative of the Arab community, the official body, the League of Arab States, we have jointly with the European Union developed a special internet line, a dedicated line for research in education. Now, Jordan is an ambitious, small country, and I will use it as an example for this session. And I'm speaking not just for Jordan, not for the Arab world, for all small countries of the world. We cannot afford what you can do in Moscow and in China and in the US, but we can do something different. And I would like to make a proposal to you, since you are what you are, and I know how important a role you play. My first proposal is, how about developing an online relationship? If medicine can be done by telemedicine, this research should be possible to do on online. I don't have to have these mega size infrastructure or toolkit, and I like your term for toolkit. Since we are the leading provider in our region for capacity building and education, and
I can give you positive answer immediately.
Yes,
it's very simple. We realize today, very ambitious, as you said. We are a big country, whereas also, like you, very ambitious program in the field, for instance, of nuclear medicine. And with telemedicine, we have long and great experience with space, you know.
Exactly.
And our institute was also always key and founder and key player in this field, but we are looking forward to make an agreement between us in this field. I think the ministry support our activity.
And I like what the minister, because he spoke, His Excellency spoke with a heart.
His eyes very positive.
His eyes very positive. The small countries of the world. Thank you, Your Excellency. So what I would like is to develop if possible, a cooperation or a memorandum of understanding with you. We have the only college in the world established in Jordan, a unique university which does not graduate by examination but graduates by invention. You do not graduate from this school if you don't invent. It is called the Talal Abu-Ghazaleh University of Innovation. So innovation is the exam. We don't exam, we don't test. The student who doesn't come with an invention doesn't graduate. So in these capacities, and we are also the leading provider of capacity services, I would like to explore with you three things. One, an academic cooperation with our innovation university. Number two, non-academic training or capacity building programs, in other words, for providing education and basic education, not real academic education, training. And thirdly, online cooperation instead of developing our own. And I really appreciate the role and the leadership of Russia in establishing this facility in Jordan. So we can use that facility also as part of our relationship. Now, having said that, I would like to emphasize that it is important to note that we are building a model for all the small countries in my region, and we can be a network, like with the European Union. My own group, together we have a partnership with the European Union for this dedicated line of research. So I would like to link this research network with you, so that we can, our researchers can access your scientific inventions and scientific research, and Instead of being an isolated location, we become part of your network and we become part of your world. And my presence here in this conference is to send a message to Russia that we want to work with you. We want to be part of your leadership in science, in technology, in education. And education, for me, is the soft skill trade, because without education and language, we cannot work together. And that is why we are also, we have signed during this visit agreements, including how to teach Russian, like we are. I have a partnership, my group has a partnership with China, and I'm honored to be the recipient of the medal from the President of China for promoting Arab-Chinese relationships. I would like to do the same with Russia, and I offer my hand and all my resources at your disposal for a similar cooperation.
Okay, thank you very much for your very impressive speech and your proposal, but I would like to react. We now realize, according to the resolution of our president, number of mega projects. One of them, it's research neutron reactor in Gatchina near St. Petersburg. And this is already international center in which Germany made some contribution. Now we're discussing how to moving up our relationship and participation of Germany. But I propose you on behalf of Arabian states, different, which you mentioned during your speech, to consider a possibility to be a member of this international consortium with using a neutron reactor, high flux, most powerful in the world reactor peak, it's called 100 megawatt, to investigate different materials, to create new materials, new biology substance, and so on. Because you have some experience with synchrotron light, which is already realized in Jordan, I am sure that you will be certainly have interest to use this. And we can consider different opportunity, different possibility for Jordan or General Arabian League participation, Arab country, in this project. Because this project, practically on the way, we pass through last stage for commissioning within a year. It will be unique neutron high power, high flux reactor. In this case, for you, it could be interesting from medicine point of view, as you mentioned. You can be member of this organization, or you can just build your own station. We can consider a different way which is exists in the world. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, consider me in.
Yeah.
I'm in. And I would like to accept your invitation.
Okay.
Both capacities, as Jordan and as this organization, which covers all the Arab world.
Okay, thank you very much. We will continue this day.